Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gearhead14, and I have to say I apologize for not posting any videos recently. So with that said, let's get on with this. So previously, and I am late on getting on to this update, but January 31st they released an update for No One Survived. This is going to entail with one-click searching, automatic restart update mechanism, new start icon, new voice systems, extended cement staircase, virus infection will slowly recover over time, new item drag sound effect, different materials of items have different drag sound effects now, a translation file update. Of course, they added a Chinese merchant, they added an ancient Chinese bow, and dragon skin G18 pistol. That's kind of tight looking. I like that bow a little bit too. Let's see, what else? At dumpling food. Okay, so you can eat dumplings, Spring Festival lanterns, searchlights, wind turbines, night vision devices. Now I'm looking forward to the night vision device for sure. And you can press T to turn that on for anybody that wants to know how to use it. Add scent bait, which can attract zombies. Okay, so you can probably put the scent bait on your spiked barricades. That sounds cool. Increase armor piercing, explosion, odor, combustion, lighting arrows. Sweet. So you can go around acting like Rambo, apparently. So the optimization, player ID to follow camera, optimize the physical performance of zombies at the time of death for greater impact. Optimize the smoothness of dedicated servers and address the issue of loading lag. I never had that really. Not too much. Reduce the health of NPC management center and territory table. That might not be good, but anyway, we know to protect that a little bit more. Optimize the UI display of materials for creating items on the workbench. Added materials required for skin weapon exchange. Bug fix. Repair the inability to dismantle the system building during the construction of a building that is stuck. Fix that repeatedly dragging items on the workbench under high latency can cause the game to freeze. Fix errors on the map. Repairing bandit camp supplies without refreshing. Fix the tree data will not be saved when saving the archive for the first time. So that's that on the January 31st update, but we do have another update. It is brand new. It just came out. We're going to scroll up and go over that real quick. So February 5th, I am like literally 1 day late on this. So we're going to go over this one real quick together, and I'm curious what this is going to be. So the bug fix, update translation files, fix brightness error caused by turning on and off the night vision device after adjusting the brightness on the screen, fix translation display error for the magazine type, fix the error where the dedicated server password cannot exceed 8 digits, fix dedicated server information display error, fix some sound effects that were not managed by the sound system, fix the display error of ancient bows hanging on weapons rack. Okay, so, but we also have one on February 4th here, and so it looks like we're going to be getting some new stuff here. Vehicle. Okay, so we're going to have an update for vehicles here. It says, thank you all for support. The game has been steadily updated for a year now. We will continue to do so in the coming year. We also appreciate the players who have provided us with suggestions. We have compiled all the suggestions and developed an update plan. So the vehicle performance optimization in response to the most criticized vehicle issues by players. In mid-2024, we will optimize collision performance and physical effects of vehicles to make them more real-life vehicles rather than toy cars. Optimize operability to better control the steering of the entire vehicle, even at high speeds. So the vehicles seen in games nowadays are all complete individuals. Even if they are destroyed by zombies, they're still intact. However, in movies, vehicles are often more susceptible to being destroyed by zombies and are more prone to missing components. In our original concept, the vehicles should not be complete individual, but rather fragmented and composed of multiple components. In future updates, we will reconstruct the vehicle system, which will consist of multiple components, making it difficult for players to find complete individuals. Okay, so apparently the vehicles are going to start looking like they're damaged a lot more than what they already are, where you're missing a hood and it's smoking, etc. Gameplay edition. In terms of vehicle gameplay, in future updates, we will introduce modification gameplay for vehicles. You can modify multiple components of the vehicle to improve one aspect. The modification is reversible and can be freely modified according to personal preferences such as color, engine, tires, etc. to create your own unique style of modifications. New vehicle. There are too few vehicles now. This is not in line with reality. In cities, there will be only one pickup truck and sedans. People will not only use these two types of cars, nor will there be people who only use gasoline cars. In future updates, we will launch multiple vehicles, including special police jeeps, police cars, transport trucks, and human-powered tricycles. Among them, special vehicles have better practically, but also come with huge risks. Let's see, what else? Weapon gameplay reconstruction. In response to the weapon modification gameplay criticized by players and a new follow-up updates, we will optimize the entire weapon modification system, optimize the UI display of weapon modifications so that the players can see more clearly the changes and improvements brought by weapon modification accessories. Increasing the number and types modified components, some special modified accessories not only bring specific benefits to certain attribute, but also limit certain functions and operations of the weapon, making it a full double-edged sword. These newly added firearm accessories not only allow players to modify their existing muzzle, magazine, and sight, but also give them possibility to modify other components. We will determine the possibility of modifying melee weapons based on feedback levels in the future. Let's see. New weapon. In a future update, we will introduce more distinctive weapon types such as revolvers, assault pistols, Origin 12 shotguns, P90, DBS shotguns, chainsaws, samurai knives, etc. So, yeah, so they're looking forward to updating a lot of things. It looks like we're going to have samurai sword, maybe a pistol, maybe a different type of different type of rifle here. You can see that it's got a pistol magazine, so, or a handgun magazine, I guess you could say. So it's probably, I'm hoping this rifle will shoot like the 44s. That would be great. Character model, high definition reset of character models based on the character model issued mentioned by players. In the 2024 update, we will optimize the character model to achieve better visual representation in terms of body proportion, muscle texture, and skin texture. In response to the problem of stiff facial expression and hollow eyes of game characters, we will redraw their faces to make them closer to the real face direction. Clothing and other articles of daily use, HD reset. In response to the material issue of clothing in mid-24, we will reset all existing clothing in the game in high definition to make the material more high definition and refined. Reduce the edges of the clothing model and make the clothing model more lubricating. Okay, so it doesn't really look high def, but I'm assuming it's probably going to be like the lighting that they're putting on it, and versus color. Let's see. New clothing. In mid-24, we will launch new clothing that will be more distinctive, some of which will have additional backpack compartments, but the difficulty of obtaining these clothes will be greater and they will be rarer. Paint system. In the current game, players only have two types of injury states: infection and bleeding, which is not in line with our expectations. In future updates, we will add a pain system that divides the player's body into the head, torso, and limbs after being hit and damaged in different parts. Players will be given abnormal states such as fractures, pain, spasms, etc., making the game more realistic. Players need to use newly added drugs to treat themselves and eliminate negative effects. Okay, so they're really going all out. This is going to be similar to like a DayZ or something. Property system. In the future updates, additional attributes such as strength, agility, and skill will be added to the body display field, which will affect the player's character's melee, bow and arrow damage, and weight bearing, which will affect the player's character's melee, bow and arrow damage, and weight bearing. Change speed, movement speed, collection efficiency, and production speed. Enable players to better experience game content with the goal of enhancing game characters. NPC behavior optimization. NPC behavior in the game is too mechanical and wooden, which does not meet our initial design expectations. In future updates, we will optimize their behavior and logic, making them more intelligent and more like living people. The current number of NPCs is really too small. If the end of the world really erupts and there are only a few survivors, it would be sad for players in the future updates. We will introduce more unique NPCs to enrich the player's experience in the game. New tasks. In the current game content, the task system is too single in terms of rewards and types, which is not what we expected. In future updates, we will add new task types and rewards to enrich the gameplay of this system and increase the proportion of the task system. Okay, so new animals. For players who want pets to accompany them, we believe that having a pet companion in a depressed post-apocalyptic life is a good idea to soothe their mood. So in future updates, players can find new animals in the game map, which can become our means of transportation, new dangers, and even our animal companions. So, yeah, it looks like they've got a lot planned here. Occupational system characteristics. They've got a lot of stuff. So we got a new map in the 2024 update plan. We will launch a brand new map with new environmental landforms, ecological environment, and gameplay. The new map will have better targeting compared to the old map. The new map will be divided into different difficult blocks, and the closer it is to the central map, the richer the resources, and the greater the threat it brings. The layout of the urban houses will also be more compact and standardized. With many iconic buildings and basic public facilities in this new city, the wilderness is no longer empty with the scattered villages in crisis, servo military facilities, and dungeons. New NPCs, missions, and monsters will appear in the new map. So we're getting a bunch of new monsters, we're getting a new map, and this is some images that they supplied. Got a nice little church. Looks like maybe we have an old abandoned fairground right here. Olympics pool room. Down here, they talk about new buildings, new furniture and building structures, and they're showing this as like glass walls, etc. It says in a New Year's update, we will update more themed furniture with more festive characteristics and some festival activities. This part of the content will be fully open to players after the update and will not disappear due to the end of the festival. In addition, we will continue to introduce more base decorations such as statues, decorations, and furniture for players to build their own survivor camp. For architectural construction, we will introduce features such as garage rolling doors, glass doors, three-quarter ceilings, half ceilings, and fences made of different materials to enrich the construction gameplay and improve the construction experience. So it's looking like they're doing a mass update over 2024. This is great. This is really great. They have optimized enemy logic and behavior, and a new map. Wandering corpses and bandit hunters searching everywhere will appear. These newly added mechanics and gameplay will bring a unique gaming experience to the new map, and players can choose to let it go, making it a potential threat to the camp. You can also surround and clean them up, but this may put you and your team in danger. So, function optimization in response to death instructions, direction instruction, map markers, and other functions that players often talk about. They will be optimized and solved in future updates by adding some special items. Players can obtain the special items through search missions, NPC transactions in the game by equipping different special items. These problems can be solved. It looks like we're getting a ton of upgrades here over 2024. Let's hope that it works well and that there's no glitches or crashes. With that said, yeah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we have more videos on the way. We just got to get moving on them.